So, hello everyone. Welcome to our today's webinar. Okay. So today we're we have invited to our special guest, Mr. Benjamin. He is currently working as a data scientist in Norway, and I have been worked with him in some projects, and he has great talented in this sector. So I hope everyone should hi by raising their hand, okay, to him, and welcome Mr. Benjamin.
Yes, thank you.
Hi.
So I've yeah, hi. So I have prepared a presentation for you guys to show you what I work with today and the whole data science area. So let's see.
Okay. Thank you. Sure. So everyone,
Yes.
if you have any questions, please chat. Please write your question in the chat box, so that we can ask him in the FAQ session. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So Google Meet don't want to share my screen, so I'm just gonna yes. Okay. Can you see my PowerPoint? Because I cannot see you guys, so I just want
it's perfect.
yes.
It's perfect. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. So yeah, thank you for coming to the webinar, and I have the honors to present you the it's called Career Guideline for Beginners with the collaboration with Innovative Skills. I was supposed to have a co-presenter, Sadiq, but he could unfortunately not make it today. So
No
the
problem.
agenda is
I can be with you. I'm with you. Okay. No problem.
okay. It's fine. So the agenda for this webinar is I'm showing you guys an introduction about myself and a little bit about Sadiq. Why choose data science? How do you become a data scientist? How my data scientist task look like? And at the end, a question and answer session. So about myself, my name is Benjamin. I'm a data scientist at a Danish company called Grifa. It's a work union, and they just hired a bunch of tech people in their company to be the most advanced work union in Denmark. So my experience with AI and machine learning in the real world and at school is 1 year. I have a master's degree in business data science from Aalborg University, Denmark. And my field of specialty is LLMs and chatbots. A bit of Sadiq. I've collaborated with him as an AI developer at FlexTemp. He still works there. He has the same amount of experience as I have, but he has a bit more experience. I think it's 3 or 4 years as a data analyst. We attended the same university, master's degree, and his field of specialty is LLMs and chatbots as well. Yes. So why choose data science? First, data is everywhere. In modern systems and Internet of Things, with every systems printing out logs and transaction, it generates high volume and high velocity of data streams. So data science, it provides the computational and statistical framework to extract the value from big data sets. And what makes data science so special is that it has advanced analytical capabilities compared to just basic data analysis. So in data science, we use predictive modeling, such as supervised machine learning, pattern mining, unsupervised machine learning. Also, we use probabilistic reasoning with Bayesian methods. So it adds the complexity that normal data analysis would not be able to handle. And yes, in a natural language understanding with LLMs, which is the biggest thing in data science right now, we all know about LLMs, GPT, also BERT, which has revolutionized everything about the natural language understanding, processing languages, and how we communicate. It's used for applications such as semantic speech, text generation, summarization, and automatic dialogue systems. This is actually the field that I work with right now. All these NLP. So how do you become a data scientist? So I've shown this three big paradigms called maths, statistics, computer science, and domain knowledge. And it's jack of all trades for a data scientist. Some people call it that the worst of all trades, but data scientist is a really important role for understanding the core business and their data usage and the insights. So if I could go back and become a data scientist, I would develop strong foundations in mathematics and statistics, which I already possessed. Especially probabilities. That is mostly how the machine learning models work and LLMs. Same with linear algebra and calculus, hypothesis testing, and all the statistical inferences. But importantly, you have to master programming and use data science tools. Personally, I use Python, which is also the most popular languages. I've seen people work with R, but that is mostly just machine learning and statistics. SQL is really important to possess. This is where all the data, mostly all the data, is coming from. And talking into Python, using the tools that they are providing for data scientist tasks, such as Pandas, NumPy, SciPy, and scikit-learn, TensorFlow, and PyTorch. And it is essential for data wrangling, feature engineering, model building, and deploying models into production. And yes, I think the most important expertise to gain, which is master data understanding and preparation. It's at least 80% of your work in data science. And when I start my projects, I used roughly 80% of my time handling the data and preparing it for the models or LLMs. And start simple with a simple machine learning model, and then do some simple projects. You can work your way up to deep learning projects. This is where TensorFlow and PyTorch is used. Gain an understanding of that and slowly build up to LLM projects. It really depends on your main special fields. And I chose LLM as my special fields, which is the newest and state-of-the-art of data science. But learn the foundations from machine learning, classic machine learning. Another thing that is really sought after in the job markets of data scientists, which is It is not a demand as a data scientist, but it is really beneficial to know ML ops and LLM ops. So it's essential for making production-ready pipelines and applications. You have to use containerized applications such as Docker and Kubernetes, API integrations with Fast API or Flask for deployment, and MLflow. I personally use that to model serve and trace model history as well. So my day-to-day job and how my tasks look like when I'm a data scientist. So something that is not mentioned a lot as a data scientist is the soft skills and stakeholder communication. You need to identify a problem. I speak with a lot of clients and departments to understand their needs and pains to make an AI solution or a machine learning solution depending on what kind of challenges they have. I also collaborate with domain experts. I have some cases with some what's called I made a law chatbot that takes a lot of paragraphs from like a what is that called? From paragraphs and everything, and try to make solutions for lawyers. I don't have the expertise in that, in the whole law domain. This is why I'm collaborating with domain experts. And you should be able to translate business problems and technical requirements and make the optimal solution for them. And in order to make a solution, we use a lot of times on proof and concepts, MVPs, minimal viable products. We prototype all the time. We see iterations of solutions that we discuss with the stakeholders, with the domain expert, if that is good enough, if that actually solves a business problem, or it has value for the department. So we frequently test and get the user feedback. Also, in my day-to-day work, I collaborate a lot with technical teams. I don't do any front-end developing and cloud engineering. This is where I make models and run pipelines that support their work. I do that with APIs, so it can facilitate the end-to-end testing and deployment. Something that I do a lot is the CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous deployment. We want to automate everything, so we don't have to also always manually see how the model runs or click on a deployment button. We have to automate everything, and we do that by automating data flow. We're doing some data streams. We're monitoring model performance. We're tracking it to see if the data drifts or it's accurate over time. If there are some drifts, we have to retrain the whole models, or we have to retrain the model if new features or new data becomes available. And yes, that's everything from my presentation about me and data science, what I do as a data scientist. So yes, the question and answering session.
Thank you, Mr. Benjamin. It's a very nice introductions, and I already worked with you since like 1 year, right? But
Yes.
today I know about your other hidden skills you share with us. It's great. Thank you so much. So uh, we can jump to the question answer question. Okay. So first I would like to ask some questions if you permit me. Okay. Okay. So as I have seen that like sometimes you build AI chatbot with the Azure integrations or the cloud integrations. So why you select like Azure? So it is better than the Amazon or the Google. So is there any reason behind this?
Yes. Well, in Denmark, where I work, we use a lot of Microsoft products. So it is Microsoft dominated here. So every company here in Denmark, they use some kind of Microsoft integrations, such as Azure for data. What can you say? Cloud and everything. They use a lot of ERP systems with Microsoft. I think it's 90% of companies that work with has some kind of Microsoft ERP system. So that is why we use Azure in Denmark and my line of work as well.
Okay, so for example, if I want to work in Denmark and if I have the skills of Azure, then I will be benefited, right?
Well, if you want to work with Denmark and you have experience with Azure,
Yeah.
that will be a very big benefits of hiring in Denmark.
Oh, okay, okay. So this is a thing. Okay, let's ask from the freshers. Like some audience ask some questions. Uh, I have recently learned Flutter. Is it enough for my skill, or should I move another skill?
I'm not too familiar with Flutter. Do you know what Flutter is?
It's a mobile applications. It's a
Um,
framework for to build the mobile applications
okay.
like Android, iOS. Okay.
Yes, I think yes. The general question is that I don't think Flutter. Well, how can I say this? Flutter is a good technical skill to have, and I think a lot of the logic behind Flutter can be used to data science. Just the whole programming part. So if you already know Flutter, I think you will have an easy time understanding the programming domain. If you remember from my slide, I showed you 3 domains: the programming, computer science, and math and statistics and domain knowledge. And if you already master one of them, then it will be easier for you to move forward as a data scientist.
Okay. Thank you. So Sharmili Shushmita asks questions. If I start learning data science, what types of job roles can I expect in the future? And for those roles, what are the important skills I should focus on developing?
Yes, it really depends on what kind of specialty that you want to go, that we want to pursue. Um, I have seen a lot of roles, such as data scientist, which is the most common one. I've seen something called AI engineer, AI developer. You can even become a data analyst, and and even what's called data engineer. That's a part of data science as well. And yeah, what important skills to focus on? I think all of them share a common what can you say feature, which is I think soft skills is a really underrated skill to have. It's to be able to communicate and express yourself, translating business problems and technical problems to make it understandable for stakeholders. Also, I think just understanding data, that's the whole fundamental in data science. And I would recommend to learn Python.
So I have one question. Like, for example, sometimes we have the idea. Okay. For example, client has the idea, but client has no data set, enough data set. So how your team collect that data sets?
Yes, that's a big problem in the current data science this role. That the client really wants an AI solution which doesn't have the data to support it. Well, sometimes when they only have like a single spreadsheet, you have to communicate that this is not enough. So you can be very expressive to say we need more data. If that is not possible, well, I work with a lot of synthetic data, generalizing data, but it really depends on the use case here. If it's some really specialized area, then it is best to get their domain data. And if it's not possible, then you have to recommend a data pipeline, to get data streams in.
Okay. That's very good answer from your end. So do you need SQL for data scientist?
I would recommend that skill, but it's not necessary. I've seen some data scientists work with Excel and some other programming, data cleaning, data handling programs and languages, but I think the majority of big companies, they have some kind of SQL database, and if you have that skill, you have a really high chance of employment.
Yeah, because you already said in the first response that there are a lot of ERP clients, right? They have the ERP
Yes,
database. So to face the database, we need to execute a lot of SQL, right?
yes, exactly.
So yeah, Fahad, you will be benefited if you learn SQL very well. Okay. So how can I use AI in conduct research in this field if I want? How can I do well in this field? And how should I proceed for masters and PhD?
Um, I don't understand the question fully. Do you want to use AI to another kind of research, or do you want to research in AI or data science?
I think the Prince Ghosh wants to utilize the AI in his research work. Okay, like
Okay.
health AI, IoT AI, just like this.
Yes. Okay. Um, I think that AI is a beneficial tool for researching, and today you can see some call it AI pollution. That a lot of research articles, they look just like each other, and I think everyone in the field uses AI to conduct research. But I have to say that you really have to be careful on how you use AI. If you just use a basic prompt on ChatGPT and it gives you some a text of something. There's a chance that they hallucinate and you don't really know what kind of source it uses. So I would recommend some kind of RAG system or attach a file so it's very specific and masters the single article. So that's how I would use AI in research.
Okay, I also suggest one thing, that select the domain first. Okay, for example, you want to do research in the health sector or environment sector or any, select one sector and choose the narrow topic. Like you want to work for the blind people, and you will build some uh, frame or sunglass for the blind people that can detect the objects using the computer vision. So first choose the domain, then choose the subdomain, then read some research paper, previous research paper based on it, and then apply your new AI model. Right, Benjamin? I'm okay?
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so next question is Shibashish Dutta Roy. Yeah. What are your suggestions for securing a remote job? So Benjamin, do you have any experience in remote job?
Not particularly from Bangladesh, but I've made some hybrid jobs in the past. I have a really hard time answering this question actually, because I don't know
Okay,
the field,
can you
but
suggest some job platform in Denmark
in
where
Denmark,
I should search the job?
yes, from Bangladesh. So it's if you want to work remote from Bangladesh to Denmark, don't expect to get a Danish employment. I think they will mostly outsource your skills, but if you want to work in Denmark, I think they prioritize if you move to Denmark. So it's all about like tax and work regulations. There's a bunch of work regulations here in Denmark, and outsourcing is a way around it. So they can get employees from Bangladesh, for example.
Okay.
I don't know any platforms for that. I think you use some platforms for abroad, right, Salman?
Yeah, I use not for Denmark, but I use some other countries. So what I suggest, Mr. Shibashish, what you can do, like you can go to the LinkedIn, okay, or like search in the Google, like Denmark job platform, and you can shortlist a job, and you can see which company provides remote opportunity, okay, and try to communicate with them. So one thing, Benjamin, is it necessary to know the Danish language?
It really depends on the region where you will work. If it's in the capital, Copenhagen, then you don't need Danish. But if you work outside of Copenhagen, then they most likely ask for Danish skills. But yes, to add something to the LinkedIn suggestion, if the post is in Danish, yes, the text and everything they write about the job role, if it's all in Danish, then they most likely are looking for a Danish speaker. So just don't waste your time on those. Then you should look for English roles, speaking roles.
So, okay. So just, this is the question from me. So for example, if I want to apply in some company which has the Danish language, So should I need to send a CV or resume in Danish language?
No, just
Okay.
English is fine.
Okay. So I can write the CV in English, no problem with this, right?
It's no issue at all.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So I
So
think
Denmark, they speak really great English. Everyone speaks English basically. So English is a really good skill to have.
okay. So I think Shivashish already got the answer. So if you want to apply in work in Denmark, so Danish language will be the bonus part. But if you apply in the main city, English is enough. Okay. So already. Okay. So this is very common questions in nowadays. So actually, Mr. Al Shoaib, he is doing intern in our company. Okay, he's very good in data analytics like Power BI, Looker Studio. Now he's learning machine learning. So he asks this question that as a fresher, I see several jobs on LinkedIn where they don't hire freshers. So as a freshers, can you work on data analyst for a few years, then move into data science? Is that better, or should we jump into data science directly, which is actually beneficial for freshers?
Well, it is two different fields, I would say, data analyst and data science. There are some overlaps between and common skills from both sides. But yes, as a fresher, and if you want to pursue data science, you should definitely just jump directly to data science if that is the field that you want to pursue. You already got a lot of skills, foundational knowledge, data insights, and everything as a data analyst. So I think the jump is not big, and I think you should directly, jump to data science as a fresher.
Okay, so I think Shoaib already got this answer. So Mr. Alamgir asks these questions: how can I prepare for data science interview? So can you share some insights, like to win the interview?
Yes. So yes, I can only talk for the Danish market. I don't know how it is in the other job market. So they are looking for your fundamental skills in data science. You have to know about basic machine learning or classic machine learning, but it really depends on what you are hiring into. So the foundational things about machine learning, and they are probably gonna ask you about some broader knowledge, like how do you handle model drift? How do you fine tune a model? When is accuracy enough, for the model? When do we shoot this to production? These kind of skills is something they are they're asking for. But something in the Danish market in particular, they really look at your personality as well, how you are as a person, your personal traits. Let's say that you are very structured, you are analytical, you are logical, you're creative. These things, they are actually highly valuing because they believe in some role theory that if they have too many of people with logical thinking, they think that there'll be maybe too many conflicts. So it's great if you are some kind of creative person. Maybe they will look for a creative person or a structured person. So these things, they will answer you in a job interview. Or ask you, sorry.
So you remember we built the personality recommendation system?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why the Danish people examine about the personality, right? So it's
Yes,
a
the
very
personality, exactly.
yeah,
This is a part
okay.
of the process. It's a very common process in the hiring field.
Okay. Also, like about the job security, like is the job secured when someone uh, get what I can say get offer letter from the company?
Yes, yes, this is where Denmark is a really great country to be hiring. So it's really favored to the employee. So as soon as they hire you, they cannot fire you within 1 month. And as soon as they hire you, it's really expensive to get rid of you. So it's really secure, I would say. Um, so I don't think you should be too worried of when you're getting hired in Denmark.
Okay. So, Mr. Abdullah, we already answered your questions in previously. I hope you will get the answer from the record. Okay. So Mahir Faisal, like, what kind of projects should I show in my CV? So, do you have any suggestions in 2026?
Yes. Well, what I have seen is that a lot of companies here in Denmark, they don't have a, what can you say, a, well, what is it called? It's just starting up the AI departments, so they don't really have so much expertise in a very specific field. I see a pattern in job posting that they are looking for everything within data science. That data engineering, classical machine learning, up till knowing large language models. Even MLOps is a really sought after skill. So I think the whole paradigm of data science, and it's because it's so new here, and departments here in the AI and data science departments in the companies, they are not that big. It's less than 100 people, even less than 20 people in many companies. For instance, my department is only 4 people that works with data science. It just started up, and they are looking for employees that knows everything within data science. So yeah,
So, thank you.
yes, just to generalize. So overall, just build a broad portfolio from classical to LLMs.
So, I think Mahir Faisal already got this answer. So, Mr. Fahad, request you to share some learning resource that you follow for getting the job or to be skilled. You can share with me. I will maybe share with them. No problem. Okay.
Yes, I use a lot of GitHub repositories to see what kind of projects there's out there within data science, something interesting. You can start with something very specialized. For example, you can just do some kind of customer prediction model, and you can get a data set from everywhere. For example, Kaggle, and just experiment, see what they're doing, and add maybe your own twists. Try to experiment for yourself to see. I think it's you learn most if you experiment on your own to see what kind of problem that you can solve yourself.
Okay, I think Fahad already got this answer. So, Mr. Mehdi, he's working as a data engineer in a Swedish company. Okay. So now maybe he's planning to change his career as a data scientist. So is it challenging? I don't think so, right? Yeah.
I don't think so as well. You have the fundamentals. as a data scientist, I believe. You just have to know about modeling. And I don't think that's too difficult to build on top of your portfolio for what you have right now. Also, as a data engineer, you have a really good chance of being hired as a data scientist if you already have the skills as a data engineer, because a lot of them have some hybrid roles as a data engineer and a data scientist. So if you understand the data flow, then you'll be highly sought after.
Okay, so my another questions. Sorry, Mr. Benjamin, I am asking so many questions to you.
No worries.
So like I'm Muslim and we are also Muslims, and we have some limitations in the food or culture. So how the Danish people friendly with the Muslim people?
I think overall they are very friendly for Muslim people. We have religion. You can choose any religion here in Denmark, and there's actually, I think it's 13% of the population that are Muslim in Denmark, and the cafeterias and everything, they are very respectful towards Muslim and the beliefs in Islam. So I don't think you'll face any discrimination because you are Muslim. The most important things is your skills and what value you can offer them.
Okay. So then it's really nice place in Denmark. Okay. So
Definitely,
thank
we
you.
have a lot of Muslim doctors and engineers here, lawyers as well. So it's not it's not a big issue
Yeah,
at all.
I also heard the same thing from the Sadiq, and I have another two friends like Oyon, also in Denmark. They also say the same thing because the people are so much friendly and they are very much professional, right? And this is the
Yes,
main thing.
definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so Mr. Tasmim, already we answered these questions, so you can see the recording. Mr. Fahim Shari, you asked, what are your thoughts on networking? What type of networking you mean? You means like communication networking or like networking with the people? Can you just clarify? Okay.
Yes,
So
actually,
I think
I
I
can
think
I
he
can answer
refers.
partly of it.
I think
Yes,
he refers reference. Yeah.
yes. I think having a network, I think that is the strongest way of securing a job. This is the best way as well. I got a lot of offers based on my networks. That you are connected with people. So if you know a person that works in this field, that knows this person, there's I think the Danish market, especially the Danish market, if you can see a relationship between you and someone else that they know, there's a very high chance of employment. And I think it goes for every country actually. So networking, it is a very beneficial, maybe the best way of getting a machine learning and data science role.
Yeah, I am the example because I did not know you. I know the Sadiq. Sadiq refers me in your project. Then it's very easy to get the project. So reference is like 75% works can be got from the reference, right? So more network, more possibility. Yeah.
Exactly. If you know someone who works in data science and they know that the company is hiring, first they are telling the team that if they know anyone that works with this field, then before they even make a job posting, they are already looking for a hire, and the ones that know someone that is available, they get it first.
Okay. Okay. I
Through word
think
of mouth. Yes.
Yeah, I think Mr. Fime already got the answer. So Nahida, Miss Nahida says that should we learn both Python and R programming language, or anyone is better?
I think for generalizing, I think Python is the best. But if you just want to work only with statistics and machine learning, I think R is equally as good. But if you just want to focus on one of them, I think you should focus on one of them to begin with. I think Python is better. It has more opportunities.
Yeah, but because in industry, mostly like if you, for example, 80-20%, 80% we use the Python, maybe 20% in research we use the R. Yeah. So I think everyone question answered. So Benjamin, well, like for example, if I get the remote job, how we negotiate about the salary expectation?
Yes,
Because
when you work,
I don't know the Danish market. I know the Bangladeshi market. So how we negotiate?
how, yeah, I think Danish people in general, they give a really fair salary as the start offer. There's always some negotiation. You can maybe put a tiny bit more, but not too much, because I think if you are asking way too much, then their initial offering, they will consider someone else. So I think negotiation just a tiny bit more, and yeah, and you have to give a good reason why, saying that yes, that other projects are doing this kind of hour, and I think it's yeah, it's more fair. But I don't really have that much experience in remote work, and for Bangladesh, I actually have no idea how the process works. But you can always negotiate.
Okay. Thank you. And also, if you allow, can I share your, because someone asking you your LinkedIn account to connect with you? Can I share with them?
Yes. You have that link, right? So you can
Yeah,
share
I
that.
have the link. And do you have the Kaggle account so that they also
Yes, I
Kaggle?
don't have a Kaggle. Well, I do have a Kaggle account, but it's not that interesting. So I think you can
Okay,
get
no problem.
much better profiles.
Okay, no problem. So I think it's over because you are so much busy, and we are very much lucky to have you on today. Okay, and just I want to know like how your experience with innovative skills and with working with us. Can you share some comments?
Yes. Well, the partnership with you. Yeah. I think it's been a pleasure working with you. We have it's been a really flawless work experience. Of course, nothing is perfect in the beginning, and when you make these kind of projects, you always expect some iterations. Like I said, that you always have to build based on the feedback. So I think that department has worked as expected. And yes, you have your company and your team has provided the solutions every time. So we are really satisfied with what this partnership has offered.
Yeah, I also like talk about you with my team members, and I say like if I have some partners, Benjamin Lai is the top because you are so much friendly in the work. Like you never impatience. Whenever I want something, you say that, okay, I'm giving to you, no problem. So this is the important thing in the relationships, and yeah, that's why hopefully we'll continue these partnerships long time. And for example, you are also welcome to our country. Okay, so maybe I'll visit you in some good place. Okay, and maybe
Okay.
sponsor you. Okay, in the future. And also, I will also go to the Denmark. Hopefully, inshallah.
Yeah, that
Okay.
sounds great. I might visit Bangladesh one day with with the information. I'll take Sadiq with me as well.
Yeah, yeah. So you're when you are going to anytime, just inform me when you're planning to come Bangladesh. Okay, no problem about anything, no problem about the transportations, no problem about the house. Anything you will get here. Okay.
Great, I'm looking forward to it. And you're always welcome in Denmark as well if you want to come.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And also, do you have anything to say with our for our audience? Because most of the audience, they are students, they are gaining their skills, and they are trying to get the job in this field. So do you just give suggestions, some suggestions to them? That's it.
Yes, I think overall you have to make a big portfolio of every skill, and then you like let's say that you have to make a portfolio with at least some data engineering, some classical machine learning, data handling, deep learning, and LLM projects. As soon as you have all those in your portfolio, you can begin to narrow down. You can make very specific projects that you have really specialized, but you have to prove that you know data science. So work broad, work broad, and then narrow down to a field that you want to specialize in.
Okay. So I hope the audience fully maintain these suggestions in your life and hope for the best. And if you want to learn like machine learning, data science, data analyst, you can go to our website, innovativeskillslimited.com. You can get a lot of good resources there also. And also it's a very great pleasure to us that Mr. Benjamin come to us and share some insights. Okay. So thank you, Benjamin. I will not disturb you as you are so much busy. Okay.
So,
I think we can
thank you
finish. Okay.
for having me. It was a
Okay.
pleasure. It's a great time.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Have a nice one, guys.
Thank you.